Welcome back everyone to our gameplay series of Farm Manager 2021. And in today's video we got a few things that I want to accomplish. One is the training. So we've got 3 days left on our current training. We've been working on the worker strength here lately, but while we wait for this, in fact this is about to be done now, I'm also going to get back into the logistics. I want to do an overkill. And put down more logistics than we actually need. And the reason I want to do that is because as we continue to grow, I want to make sure they have access to the delivery vans as much as possible. Okay, it looks like our training is done. Let's hop back in here. Lots of different things that I want to do. Pretty much all of this in here I want to get done at some point or another. The wind farms, definitely want to do that. Let's see, where were we with... Let's see, where was, oh, the strength, here we go. So let's go ahead, now we don't need the seasonal worker strength because we're not doing anything with fields right now. So let's go ahead with increasing the strength of employees by 10%. We're currently at an extra 5%. This will get us to 10, not going to take very long at all. But let's look at this logistics. So we've got only 4 vehicles, and you can see they spend a lot of time being fully utilized. So I'm going to do a little bit of overkill on those right now. Now granted, the overkill isn't the most efficient way of doing things, but at this point in the game, this is the way I generally like to play games like this. I like to get up my initial income stream. And of course we've got that from cow's milk, cheese, the fish, the pig meat, and so on. We've got plenty of income coming in. We're just shy of 3 million right now. So income stream is going. Now I'd like to branch out and just start having some fun with it and really not even worry too much about the efficiency of things and just play around with all the different aspects of the game. And right now I am loving dealing with the animals. So that is what we're going to deal with. Now I know we got some warning messages. I'm just sort of going to let those be at least for now, except for this one. What is it? No warehouse. Are you still... Okay, so you're saying nothing for manure, which reminds me. Okay, so you are full. Yikes. Okay, well, we'll deal with that now. So we've got one over here. Yeah, these guys are getting full. And the reason they're getting full is because I don't have that on auto sell. And I'm going to hope that we can. So let's go ahead and type in liquid, and sure enough, there we go. That pops up. We're going to do auto sell anything above 0. Now, this would be a great way of getting your own fertilizer, but for our purposes, that's not really what we need right now. So we're simply going to sell this off. I am going to give that a minute, and then we'll come back in here and check that again momentarily. But for right now, I think that's going to take care of us. So let's see. No warehouse, liquid manure. And actually, that one says manure total. Oh, and I believe that actually might have been, yep, that was it right there. Okay, so we've got manure up here. That should have been, yes, it was sold off as well. Now it's refilling. In fact, let's go ahead and get maybe another one out here. Where are we? Warehouses. Because the manure, 80,000. We've just seen that that doesn't take very long to get full. So let's just go ahead and put another one. I was saving this area for a house, but I think we're good right now. Let's just go ahead and put another one out here. That should be enough for what we need. In fact, let's go ahead and do another one up here. So today is kind of a catch-up day. We've done a lot. Let's see if we can get everything caught up. Let's see, can I put another one right about here? Yeah. So let's just try to make it overkill. There's 2 in this area. There's 1 down here. And that should be good for this area of the cows, especially with auto sell on every week. That should definitely help. Now we've got 1 here, 2 up here. Yeah, I think we're good for now on that. Okay, good. Let's get back to our training. And never a shortage of things to do here on the farm. Let's see, where are we on our strength? Let's see, we've reduced our bills. Let's see, where else do we want to go? Let's just go ahead and do this. Increase the strength of employees by 20%. Again, doesn't take very long at all. The cheaper workers, I mean, yes, it definitely helps, but at this point, again, it's not all that big of a deal. At least not for me anyway. I know there are people out there that are micromanaging this thing to death, and that is perfectly fine and understandable, but it's just not me. I've got enough things to micromanage without needing the game to add extra to it. So next up, I think we're going to get into the wind farms. I think I want to do that one next. You can see it doesn't really have any branches, at least not that we're seeing right now. So we'll do that one. It'll be a seven-day thing, and then we'll be done with it. So while we're sort of waiting for all of this to work itself through, all of our training, where do we want to go next? Well, I mentioned that I wanted to do some more logistics, so let's hop onto that. And let's get our logistics up here. So I'm going to put one right there. So that'll give us 2 in this area. We could probably use a third one at some point. Then I want to do another one over here because my thinking is, and I don't know for sure exactly how this is working, and I'm not terribly worried about it, but my thinking is with all of the cows over here, now we know that the slaughterhouses, they have plenty of their own transportation to move the cows from the pens into the slaughterhouses, which we're not using right now for the cows, but we know we've seen that down here with the pigs. But we do know that for the cows, they need a way to move in food and move out milk. Well, that's going to give us more access to vehicles so that they can move more at any given time. And of course, they can do so quicker. So I want to make that happen. All right, with everything still being white right now, I want to make sure that I don't mess up my grid unnecessarily. I'm sure I'm going to do enough damage to it pretty soon without that. Let's see, can I fit it in here? I cannot. Okay, it's not quite big enough to fit in there. That's perfectly fine. All right, so that is my best spot right there. We'll put another one there. And I want another one right over here. And I don't know that this is going to fit nice and neatly in our small grid area. So let's go ahead and do something like this so that I can see exactly what our options are. Because again, remember, as we continue to expand, I want to make sure that we have access to plenty of the logistics buildings. So what might be overkill right now, and it might even not be overkill. This might actually be not even enough logistics. I could understand that as well. But right now, I think we're looking pretty good on logistics. So that's going to give us 2 in this area, 2 over in this area, and 2 with the cows. So that's going to give everybody access to a couple of these. And I don't see any error messages with relation to electricity, so I think we're good there. For now, it looks like our training is back ready to go. One of the fun parts of playing this game on Fast Forward is that there is never a shortage of things to look at and do. Let's see, where are we? Oh, here we go. 16 days for our final strength upgrade. Okay, awesome. We'll take care of that. Now let's think about what we want to do with our animals. There we go. Spring is here, so we can get rid of all this white. And we can start getting back to life as normal. There we see some green starting to appear. All right, so as far as animals, now we got bees, love bees. Dealt with them quite a bit. The honey sells for quite a bit of money, and you can actually greatly increase your output of honey by putting a couple of different plants around. So that'll be a couple of fields we would want to deal with, but we're not quite ready to do that. What I think I want to do is the chickens, and I want to sell the eggs. So where are we on chicken coops? Let's see, large chicken coop, a couple of trainings required there. So let's just go with, oh wow, the cost is nothing. $5,000? Yeah, and the monthly is, of course, very little. We've got chickens, we've got turkeys, we've got all sorts of stuff we can do with this. All right, so let's go ahead and do these. How big are these? Oh, these are not big at all. All right, so where do we want to put these? Let's go... Do we want to go over here? Maybe. Looking at this, I'll tell you what, let's just start a new area right here for them. Yeah, that'll work. That'll work. All right, let's do this. Let us... How does this line up as far as our grid? Not perfect, but not too bad either. All right, so let's go ahead with this. And one there. And I'll stick with the grid for now, and we'll put one here. All right, let's run our grid through here. And let's see. So now I'm going to need access to some more vehicles over here. So before I get too far along in this, let's go ahead and drop down another logistics building in here. Okay, and that should allow us to get our grid going. I've got an idea of how I would like to do this. But I think I'm going to need, let's do one more logistics building here. Because like I said, I've got an idea of how I sort of want this to go. All right, and we should be able to come right down through there, and it should like that. Awesome. And let's set up some really tight grids here. In fact, we need 2 people per. Okay, so 2 people per. Where are we going to do our housing? So we have room for 8 in our housing. So let's see how this works out. If it works out the way I'm hoping it will work out, let's hold off on that grid. Because I think this is going to work out for me. All right, so we'll have folks right there, and oh, not quite. Not quite. Okay, it's going to mess up our grid to do that. So I tell you what. All right, so not quite as perfect as I wanted it, but all right, we'll deal with that. We'll have a little extra room here in the grid, and in fact, we'll probably be able to use that for some more storage. Okay, so let's take a look at our animals. Let's see, we've got 2 people. Let's go ahead and hire a couple of folks. And let's go ahead with... Let's get animals. Anybody else? Oh, you gave me 1 animal person. Great. Okay, there's another one pop up. There we go. Now we get some more folks popping up in here. All right, no perfect employees, which would be endurance and animals. So there's 2. There we go. Now we're talking. 3 and then 4. So that'll get me caught up on these guys for right now. I'm still thinking we should be needing electricity over here somewhere. But it doesn't look like that's the case just yet. And I'm perfectly fine with that. In fact, right now I can tell you that in the future, whenever I do playthroughs, I will not be using the electricity because it doesn't really add anything to the game for me. So I'm probably just going to leave that option out. All right, let's get everybody assigned. Okay, now everybody's assigned. Animals, let's see, what do we have? We got chickens. I'm going to go with chickens for sure. We've got ducks. We got geese, quail, and turkey. Now I might want to do turkey. We'll have to see about turkey later on. But right now I want to do chicken. And let's just go ahead and as always, I am going to do 12, but we're not going to be selling off these chickens. We'll come back in just a moment to set up their food. We're not going to sell off any chickens right now because I just want to focus on the eggs. Okay, everything should be good to go. Let's see what kind of food we've got. So we've got oats, corn, soya, let's see, what is that? Oh, potatoes, okay. And then sunflowers. So let's go ahead and do oats and corn. Let's see, we're already doing, let's see. I think we already have corn up there, don't we? Let's do trade and corn, yes. Are we doing anything with No, we're not doing anything with that yet. What about oats? Something was telling me we were with oats. Okay, good. We're already getting oats and corn. All right, awesome. That is absolutely awesome. And while I'm thinking about it, let's go ahead and put down a... let's see. Can we fit one of these? No. We cannot. How about a medium one? Yes, we can fit a medium one right there. Okay, let's put a medium one down there. And then I want to get a warehouse down here. Let's see. Do we need a barn for any reason? Actually, we could probably use one. Let's get a warehouse down here at least. And then we'll see about a barn. We might actually need to put a barn over here. I'm not sure what kind of coverage we've got with a barn. But okay. We'll let that ride for a moment. What do you guys need? Let's see. Yeah, food we know about. Okay, starving animals. Okay, we got you. We got you. So we're going to go ahead and do oats. We're going to do corn. Let's do... I kind of like the idea of using potatoes just because we haven't done anything with them before. Sunflower. And let's do the soya. All right, sunflowers and soya. And as usual, I'm going to add these guys in here, but I'm going to overestimate how much we're ever going to need. Ooh, what is that? That looks cool. Let's see. Here we're going to buy up until we reach about, let's see, 1,000 maybe? No, let's go 2,000. Let's go 2,000. I can't imagine we're going to use a whole lot of this, but again, I like to massively overshoot it. And then let's get this. Where is that what we're looking for? We don't want the bio version. So yeah, I guess that is it. And we're just going to do the same thing here. Okay, so that should get us up and running. Okay, these guys are running a lot of things over here. Let's see. So we got the oats that we know are in the silo. Oh, wow. We've already gotten the soya. Okay, so we're good to go with our deliveries. All right, and I think we're good to go there. Now, I need to still mess with this second one, I believe. Let's see. Soya and sunflowers. Okay, yeah. Okay, awesome. Awesome. I believe everything is good to go. Now, we've got our chicken eggs. That's what we're going to be selling off. And you can see here we're at basically full capacity already for these guys. Or at least as full as their capacity is going to get. Okay, I like it. All right, let's set up our auto sell. And let's do... once again, I am using the wrong thing. So let's do chicken eggs. And of course we got the meat that we could deal with, but we're not going to right now. All right, let's sell everything. Okay, there we go. All right, so we've got 4 employees, so we've got enough room for plenty more. So we've got enough room for 1, 2... Oh, yeah, we got room for 6 more of these suckers. So what I want to do next is I want to set these up a little bit different. All right, let's do this. I'm going to put them. Let's see. It doesn't appear as though we need a barn. I'm not saying it's a bad idea to have a barn. In fact, before I even get too far along, how much room does a barn need? If I put a barn somewhere right here, let's just put one in here, because in my head I'm thinking we may not need one for sure right there, but it's not going to hurt anything either to space these out and have barns in different areas. So let's go ahead and grab one, and then we need to get back to some training. All right, so barn there. And then let's do our road. Okay, there we go. Let's get back to our training, because that is immediately something I will forget. And let's unlock the wind farms. Okay, now let's get back to some chickens. Let's see, I really would like the large chicken coops, but given where our training is right now, I'm not going to worry about that. All right, let's set these up like this. I am going to do a row of these, and I mean a big row. Let's do 3 of these right here. And then let's stop for just a second, just long enough to put our road network through there. And then we're going to do 3 more on this other side, like this. Okay, good. All right, can I come down through here? Yes, okay. All right, where is our road network? Can I come through here? No, I can't come through there. All right, so we're going to have to go right through there. Okay, that's okay. Again, not necessarily the perfect situation that I might have wanted, but we can deal with that. All right, now I'm seeing the electricity issues pop up. So let's go ahead and take care of those. Let's see, where can I put these guys? And, ooh, I kind of like this. All right, let's do that. And then I am going to run this right along there and do that. Okay, so that'll take care of that part of it. Now we need to get one right down here somewhere. Let's see, where can we do this? How about right there? Not the most beautiful that I've ever seen as far as a grid. Okay, let's make sure everything connects up. And okay. Okay, I think that does it for right now. We've got access to logistics. There's our food storage as well as the storage for the eggs. Okay, good. Let's go ahead and get some folks out roaming around because they've got work to do. All right, let's hire 2 more people. All right, animals, 1, 2. Let's see, 3, 4. Okay, okay, no more just yet. All right, not a problem. We'll come back and get those guys here momentarily. All right, Hugo is ready to go. Harriet, you need some more training. Who else? Charlie. And who else is the last one in here? Tommy. All right, Tommy. Okay, there we go. So let's get these guys assigned. And we'll just work our way up this row. And that should be it, right? Yeah, okay, that's all we have for the moment. And so let's go ahead and set up for chickens. And let's just get, I mean, realistically, we don't have to buy very many chickens, but I'm just going to go ahead and fill it to half because why not? Okay, awesome. And let's go ahead and get our food and set that up with our 4 types of food so that everybody gets to be very, very happy. Okay, now that should fill up that one to 8 of 8. Yep, there we go. All right, now we need to start hiring some more people, and hopefully we get plenty of animal workers. All right, there's 1, 2. Okay, nothing doing there. Okay, fine. Have it your way, game. Oops, let's don't do that just yet. We need to get our training done, because if I don't do the training right now, I will forget to do it. I will 100% forget to do it. All right, so these guys are assigned. Let's get them access to some chickens. Oh, yeah. Yeah, so those chickens should be delivered very soon. We selected the food. We've done everything. Yeah, these guys should be good to go. All right, how many more people do we need? We just need, well, basically all we can get a hold of. Yeah, that's how many people we need. All of them. All right, so animals. All right, anything I can do here? animals. There we go. There's one. Oh, wait a minute now. The perfect employee. There we go. Then 5, and I think that's 6. Did I lose count? That's entirely possible. All right, Jack, we need full training on you. Good old Louie, we'll get some training for you. There's our perfect employee, Jude. Okay. All right, Amber. Now let's be real. Amber does not look like she is going to get in there with those chickens. She just does not have that look. Nor does she have the look that says, hey, I'm going to get in there and take care of any of these animals. But I have been fooled before. All right, and I think we got just enough. How about that? I was counting correctly. Every once in a while it happens. Not often, but every once in a while. All right, set up our food. And let's buy. There we go. Let's get in here. Let's go ahead and buy some chickens. Summary's here. All right, so we're just moving things right along. To me, it's so much more fun when I don't have to worry about the scheduling for the fields. That was one thing that really got me in the first game. Let's do more chickens. I mean, there's just no shortage of things for us to do. I mean, the chicken coops alone hold so many different types of animals. I mean, if you just want variety, then you're never going to run out. Okay, so there is our chicken area, our first chicken area. We've got, what do we got? A total of 16 employees in here. Okay, not bad. I think we've got plenty. Well, now that I look at this, I'm thinking maybe we don't have enough there. But we should have plenty of storage for these guys in the immediate area. Now, what happens, speaking of going overboard with things, oh, training. We need to do training. Because, of course, we do. And if I don't do it right now, I will absolutely forget it. Okay, so where do we want to go next? We just got done with the wind farms, which is the next thing I want to tackle and just set up a whole area of wind farms. Let's see, I'm not worried about storage capacity. We're perfectly fine there. I'm not worried about the price. I mean, I do like the idea of greatly reducing the price of buildings. I do like that. But, let's see, we've already reduced our bills for the most part. Machines wear and tear, we're not worried about that right now. The strength of our employees, we're good. Let's see, there's cheaper workers there. Where do we go here? Faster reproduction of poultry, which, I mean, again, we're not using that because we're not selling off the meat. Unlock the third building. That's a good one. That's a good one. Let's go ahead and do that. Because another thing I want to get into here shortly is I want to get into the sheep, of course, for the wool, and then the goats for their milk. I'm getting away, for the time being anyway, from the slaughterhouse model. And those are so expensive and time-consuming to set up. I'm trying to get away from those just for a bit and get back to sort of more milk production, eggs, wool, that kind of thing. And I think we are going to be in good shape to do just that. Okay, I like where our pigs are. Let's go into, I'm assuming it's under other. Yeah, there we go. The wind turbines. So what do we have with this? It doesn't take up a whole lot of room. It's 40 grand each. So yeah, that's going to take up a little bit of money, but we're over $4.5 million right now. All right, so let's go ahead and zoom in here. What do these chickens look like as they're roaming around here? All right, let's, can we get a little bit better look at them? Yeah, there we go. Okay, I like it. Let's slow it down a little bit just to see how life is. Okay, I like it. I like it. We've got a ton of chickens out here. And these are just with the medium coops. But you see we've got some traffic jams. We've got people getting run over. Workers are getting injured. I mean, it's a whole thing. But, I mean, we get into these, the electricity, the transformer poles and all this. I'm just not Just not feeling it. I understand the purpose, and I'm certainly glad they added it because it is certainly something you would have to do in real life, but it's just not working for me in the game. That looks beautiful, by the way. That is an amazing job I did there. But yeah, this is what I like. Now we've got how many different types of animals as we finish up today's videos? We've got chickens, we've got pigs, of course we know we've got cows that we started off with, and we got some fish. So we got a little bit of everything right now on our farm, and we have plenty of room for more. I'm kind of interested to see how far we can take this before it gets so overwhelming that I sort of lose interest. That's usually something that will happen. But it definitely has not happened yet. I am thoroughly enjoying this game. Although, really the biggest request I would have at this point is if I could get rid of the electricity at this point, I would. I would just say, yeah, let's just stop dealing with that, get rid of all these poles, and just have fun with some animals. But other than that, I am thoroughly enjoying the game. So that is going to do it for today. Thank you guys so much for joining me. Hope you guys are enjoying this game as much as I am, and we will see you again next time as we will continue our gameplay series of Farm Manager 2021.